I've been shopping at Quince since 2022. I actually looked at my order history to see the first time I shopped there. And in light of my 4-year anniversary, I decided to do something a little different. We're getting into the tea here. Items that Quince doesn't do well. I know, don't come at me. I know everywhere on the internet, everyone's like, I love Quince, I love Quince. These are the items I love, myself included. But like any retailer, sometimes they miss the mark. No retailer can do everything right. No retailer can satisfy every woman out there. It's impossible. So in light of that, I'm going to share with you today the items that I feel Quince misses the mark on. Again, we love Quince. These items are going to be a little controversial. You might not agree with me. You might say, Monica, I love those items. What are you talking about? And that is okay. It's not that serious. It's fashion. It's personal. What I love, you might hate. And what you hate, I might love. So let's sit down, let's relax, come join me, grab a snack, grab some coffee as I talk about Quince misses. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Monica. I make hauls about fashion, handbags, and I eventually would love to branch out into Amazon, Costco hauls, recipes. I have so much to say, so much to review, and my favorite thing is not just focusing on one genre, but talking to you about what I love, what I don't love, and why. So if that interests you, please join my community as I grow here on YouTube, and we would love to have you. And if this is something you'd be interested in, please like and subscribe below. We're not trying to be negative in this video, but naturally, if we're talking about things we don't like, it's gonna come across as a little negative. So for all the glowing reviews about Quince, I'm gonna be talking about items that I feel like just missed the mark for me for whatever reason. Again, we all have different tastes, different budgets, different body styles, different preferences. Okay, also, a lot of these items I no longer have. I've either immediately returned them because I knew they wouldn't work for me. I've donated some of them to my friends. I've given some to my daughter. And so I will show you what I have, and what I don't have or purchased already, I will put screenshots so that you can see what I'm referring to. The first category. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so controversial. The handbags. I don't like the handbags. Now, not all of them. I have raved about some of the nylon handbags that I absolutely love. And there's a couple suede ones that I tried that aren't too bad as well. And I even have one leather handbag. But about 90% of the leather handbags I've tried, I haven't liked at Quince. And I'll tell you why. On the website, the pictures are beautiful. The aesthetics of the purse, the handbag, great dupes for the more expensive ones. And it's beautiful. It photographs well, the colors are beautiful. But when I've gotten the ones that I've tried in, it just missed the mark for me. The leather is not buttery soft. It doesn't age well. There's structural issues sometimes that I see, whether it's the locking mechanism, some threads hanging out. You don't open the package and think, wow, this is an expensive handbag. Now, I'm not talking about thinking it's gonna feel or look like a $2,000, $3,000 handbag. But a lot of these bags are over $100, $150. I want a quality piece. And I have other bags in my collection that are around the $200 mark, and they are buttery soft. One example that comes to mind immediately is that patchwork quilt bag, the one that's supposed to be inspired by like the Loewe puzzle bag. It is so stiff and hard to get into. That's a lot of their structured leather bags. It's hard to get into. And we're not talking about like evening bag, I'm going to a special occasion and I just have to go through with it and like fit one item in it and I'll deal with it. We're talking about everyday handbags that are hard to open. And I want practicality in my purchase. If I'm buying an everyday handbag, I want to use it every day without having the nuisance of not being able to get into it. Their structured leather handbags did not work for me. Again, they look beautiful, but when I get them in, they don't give me the, wow, this feels like an expensive handbag. This feels like great quality leather. I don't get that vibe at all. I get, it looks nice, but it doesn't feel great. And honestly, oh, don't hate me, but some of the bags that I've tried, I've gotten in, I'm like, I could get this at Target or TJ Maxx. This does not feel like a $160 handbag. It might look like it, but it does not feel like that. And feel and functionality are just as important as looks. If you have a handbag that you tried from Quince, a leather one that you like, I tried the Sloan one, I featured it in one of my videos. It's soft, it's squishy. I like it. It doesn't wow me, but I like it. It looks nice, it functions well, and I've kept it. But for 90% of the other handbags that I've tried that are leather, I did not like it, and I knew immediately. So if there's one that you like that's a good everyday handbag that's stylish, it looks great, let me know, because I'd be really curious to find out. All right, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from that handbag one, but I just gotta be honest with you. I've seen so many people like say how amazing they are, and then when I get it in, I'm just like, ugh, let down. So let me know if you feel the same way. The next category, and maybe it's the leather thing, it's the shoes. First of all, I'm a big foot galley. I'm a size 11, okay? And they have size 11s on a lot of their shoes, but a lot of their shoes, they don't. And if they do, it sells out really quickly. But as you all know, like when you have a shoe size, there's many times, depending on the kind of shoe, that you have to size up. And they don't have 11.5s or 12s. You cannot size up. So I really am left without a lot of choices on their website for shoes that I would like to try. And so I would love to see them be more inclusive of their shoe sizes. There's a lot of women out there that are size 11 shoe. And so make it available in all of your shoes. And knowing that you have to size up sometime, I just wish there were more bigger sizes. The size 11s that I have tried, I just featured a pair of sneakers in another video where the construction of the shoe was not great. It was not comfortable. Okay, these are another pair of shoes that I tried, and they're these sandals. And obviously, they're as hard as a rock, but I get that's the style that these shoes are. But like the leather on the top, usually with leather shoes, right, you have to break them in, they age, they get really soft, they conform to your feet, then they stretch. Now, while the leather on this is soft, it has not stretched at all. So when you're wearing this and it's naturally like a little tight, you expect some stretching. It hasn't stretched at all, and it's not very soft, at least like inside where it's leather. Also, the stitching is really frayed. I just don't think they make their leather shoes very well. I don't think they're very soft. I don't feel like they break in with time. All the shoes that I've tried, you could see like the frayed edges. You could see the stitching on some of it. So I think while, again, they look good, they're not as comfortable. And I get it. I'm not expecting Dr. Scholl's here from Quince. But for everyday shoes, whether it's sneakers, sandals, I want there to be comfort. I did try a newer pair of sandals that I thought were gonna be really good. It was promising. I got it in, it had a squishy sole on it, but there was no other features that made it comfortable. There was no stretch. And in the back of my mind, I thought, well, I have other leather shoes from them that haven't stretched, so what makes me think these are going to stretch and loosen up? So I ended up returning it. And of course, there's no bigger size for me to try. Let me give you an example. These are the Fit Flops. They're similar looking to the ones that I just tried. And there is give to it. There is cushion to it, and it's comfortable. So if I could wear something like this that's really comfortable, as opposed to the ones from Quince that I just tried that are uncomfortable, they look similar enough. I'm gonna go for the comfortable ones, especially on an everyday pair of sandals that I'm gonna wear. Just the shoes that I've tried, I have never put one on and thought, wow, these are really comfortable. And again, I'm not talking about heels. I'm talking about everyday shoes. So if there's a pair that you like, let me know what you think, and let me know if it's aged great, like if it's gotten softer or more comfortable as you've worn them, because I haven't found a pair that's done that for me yet. And again, Quince, you gotta come out with bigger sizes or even half sizes. We need the option, especially when it comes to comfortable shoes. The next category for me are the sweaters. Now, I know you're saying, what? First of all, you're probably thinking, what do you mean? There's about 1 million sweaters. I mean, specifically the heavy cotton sweaters. There's so many different kinds of sweaters on Quince's website, and I love a lot of them, and I have a lot of them, but some of the cotton sweaters did not work out for me. Follow the care instructions, hand wash, or some of them are delicate wash in the washer and air dry. But when they are dried, they are so stiff and crunchy, and the bottoms stretch a lot. And I don't know about you, but the last thing I think of when it's like a nice cold day is, I wanna reach for my cozy, stiff, crunchy sweater. Like, no. So I ended up not wearing them. I gave one to my daughter. Here is one now, and this one is not even as bad, but it's so heavy and weighted, and the nature of the material is it's just cotton, right? This reminds me of like a sweater my grandfather used to have. That's like, it doesn't feel good. It might keep you warm, but it's it's just not a cozy sweater. So this one's actually not terrible. And that's why I gave this one to my daughter. Because I had another one that was so crunchy and like so stiff that I offered it to my girlfriends at the gym and I said, hey, does anyone want this? And they're all like, no, that doesn't feel good. So if they didn't want it, my daughter didn't want it, nobody wanted it, that tells you something, right? It's not all of the sweaters. It's, for me, I've noticed it with the heavy cotton, organic cotton sweaters. I have some of the thinner ones, they've been fine, but it's something about that heavy material, that weighted material, that when it's washed, it stretches and it ends up being really boxy and wide and unflattering. So for me, it's a miss. All right. I'm like kind of scared to talk about this. It's another one that's really controversial. Either you love it or you hate it. And that's the 100% linen. And I featured it in my videos before, and I see comments that say they love it and comments that say, well, I hate it. So I'm here to say, I don't like the 100% linen shorts or pants. Not the shirts, not the tanks, not the button downs, but specifically the pants and the shorts. First off, I'm 5'8". I have long legs, I have a long torso. And the shorts are too small for me, like too short. And when you wash and dry linen, it shrinks, and that's okay. But when it starts really short and then it ends up being shorter, it's a recipe for disaster. When I try it on, I'm not like wowed by the fit of them. Even in the beginning, even before I wash or dry them, I just don't feel like it's a very flattering fit for my body type. It's too short, then we have the non-flattering fit, and then yes, the thing that gets everybody going is the wrinkles. I expect wrinkles with linen, I get that. But the pants and the shorts specifically for me, by the end of the day, literally like the butt is down here. It's so saggy. It looks like a sack of potatoes. It looks like I just rolled out of bed. It's not that effortless, looks like, wrinkles should be there kind of linen. It looks sloppy and like it doesn't fit me properly. So for me, again, I'm gonna preface this. The shorts and the pants, the linen does not work for me. I still have some pieces in my closet, and again, I've given them to my daughter, and I still have some that I just don't want to part with because I spend a lot of money on it. I just don't reach for them. Quince needs again to come up with more options with their inseams in terms of their shorts for people that are like petite and people that are tall. And linen is one of those that it shrinks quick. And so you really need the option of having a tall inseam so that it could better fit more, more body types. That's why on my channel, I've already recommended linen blends. When you blend linen with cotton or other materials, it's gonna have wrinkles, but it's not gonna wrinkle so much. Another category are the wool coats. I'm a coat snob. I will put that out there. I have a lot of coats and I have a higher expectation for them. I know a lot of the prices on Quince on their wool coats are actually really good. It's a good value for a wool coat. But when you get that coat in, it does not feel good. I have wool coats. They're softer, they fit better, and the wool coats from Quince just don't do that for me. I've tried ones where it's really hard to open and close the buttons. And that's just the basic functionality of a coat. When it's warm, you wanna maybe have them opened, or stylish wise, you wanna have them open, and when it's cold, you wanna button your coat. I don't want to be fiddling with the buttons that are really hard to close. That is not good. The other thing is some of the designs of the coats, they don't look like they're tailored. And they just looked like they sat on me and just sort of like the coat was wearing me. They didn't come in at all. They didn't look like they were an expensive fit. And one of the coats that I tried were like down here. If I'm wearing a wool coat, it's cold enough to wear a wool coat, why would I want this much exposed? Like that, if I want my shirt to pop out a little bit, I'll keep the coat open. But when I'm closing it, I don't want that much exposed. And yeah, I could put a scarf on and cover it, but the main functionality of a coat is to keep you warm and to be able to take it on and off easily. And that wasn't the case for the wool coats that I tried from Quince. If you're gonna spend the money on a piece of outerwear that's supposed to keep you warm, you want it to function. And so while it's a great price for 100% wool coats, I think it missed the mark in my opinion. The next one is the Modal t-shirt from Quince. And this is okay. It's not terrible. It is a great value for a basic at $15. What I don't like about these t-shirts specifically is it doesn't hold its shape well. The neck, the collar, it folds in, it looks really loose, it looks sloppy. I mean, the edges are just so thin, and I just don't think, I mean, these look like I could pick this up for $5 at Walmart. I don't think they're great, but I don't think they're horrible. They're an okay basic, but for my basics, I think a great alternative. Now, I mentioned cost in another video. Those are far more expensive. They're like $45 compared to $15. Something more comparable that is like, I think in the $20 range or so are these Uniqlo shirts. And the collar, the neck, it stays in place. I mean, really well. It just holds its shape, it holds its structure. As you're wearing it throughout the day, it doesn't get super loose and sloppy. It stays really nice. It looks like a great basic, and it's still cotton. I just think this t-shirt looks more structured, more put together than this. As you're wearing this one throughout the day, in my opinion, it looks like a night shirt. Like, that it's like, you know those 3-packs of like Fruit of the Loom or Hanes? Like, it reminds me of like a sleep shirt my dad used to wear. Like, that's what this vibe is giving me. So again, it's not awful, it's a great deal, and it's a great basic, but if you want something a little more elevated that's comparable price range, I think the Uniqlo ones are a lot better. Next one are the candles. Now, I love Quince's home scents. They smell amazing. They're very elevated, they're very Joe Malone. These are not the kind of scents that you find like in the TJ Maxx candle aisle. No shade, because I love those as well, but these are more expensive smelling. There's different scents that you don't smell everywhere else. And I really, really love them. They have that expensive smell. And this one's actually the Mediterranean Fig. I actually wish, let me go off a little bit on a tangent here. I actually wish they had like a little sample, because they have so many scents now, where it's like almost a scratch and sniff so you can see which one you like. Like, I don't want to order 20 different scents to see which one I like. You know, I just wish they had a little sample thing that I can get in the mail, or like something like a discovery set where like a lot of the votives where I could smell each one, because I do like that. So anyway, that was just something else, but the candles are not great for me. This one is a newer one because I bought them all a long time ago, all at once. And so I have a lot to actually go through, but even while trimming the wick, these don't burn evenly, especially as you go further down the candle. They actually start to tunnel a lot, and so then there's a lot of wax around the candle that doesn't get used. In addition to that, I've noticed black soot, like black smoke, when the candle is lit. So the candles for you know, it's still expensive for this small candle, and so for that price, I don't think the candles are worth it. Now, an alternative that I've mentioned, the reed diffusers are really great because you still have that elevated smell. It smells really good and potent. It has a good throw. I think this is a much better alternative. In addition to the reed diffuser, I just started trying their spray as well. So I have the Mediterranean Fig, and I also have the mint somewhere else as well. But I really enjoy these. This is also expensive. It's not like Febreze prices, but again, this is an elegant scent. This is somewhere you might want to put in like the guest bathroom or the living room when someone's going to come over and you just spray a little bit. It's a really beautiful scent that they have. Scent profiles are just, I'm really a big fan. But the candles specifically, just how they burn is a miss for me. Last but certainly not least are some of the dresses. Specifically, the ones with a lot of volume on the bottom, and those are usually the tiered maxi dresses or the tiered maxi skirts. I don't know. In the summer when I'm wearing a dress, I want something billowy, and sure, I want something flowy, but I don't need something that's really heavy, has a ton of layers, and just jets out so much. If you have curves on the bottom half of your body like I do, it's just gonna look so unflattering on you. Like, I tried some of their skirts and dresses, and not only are they really heavy, and it's like 100 degrees outside and sweaty and humid, but it's just, the fit isn't good. Even on their fit and flare dresses, that's usually a really good type of fit for my body. But for whatever reason, Quince's fit and flare dresses, they do not fall right on me. It just makes me look so much bigger, and it's just not a flattering cut. If you're bigger on the top and you want something that's more wide on the bottom to sort of, you know, balance out your proportions, it might be a good fit for you, but preference-wise for me and my body type and what I want in the summer when it's really hot, these kind of dresses just don't work for me and they just don't look good on me. Like, I have a lot of dresses from Quince and they're fantastic. It's just a small subsection that just doesn't work for me. Okay, we've made it. Again, this is not politics. This is not religion, it's fashion. So what I love, you can hate. And what you hate, I can love, and it's okay. But I thought it'd be a little fun to do a video like this because I don't see a lot of people truly critiquing what's wrong with Quince. And while I'm on a tangent, let me go a step further. Two other things that I would love to see Quince improve on is their in-stock notification list. I'm on it, and oftentimes I never get the in-stock notification. Not in my normal inbox, not in my spam folder or junk folder. I often have to go into the app and check on my wish list, and it'll be in stock or there's 1 or 2 items left, and I'll get it before I ever get an in-stock notification. So I wish they had like a feature that's like some other brands do where it's text and you can get an immediate notification alert that the item is truly back in stock and I can grab it. Secondly, I know Quince is all about capsule wardrobe and I love them for that. I've used them for that and sustainable pieces. I do wish there was just a little bit of variety, a little bit more variety. How about that? Because they have gotten better. But I just want a little, I don't know, a little more spice, a little something. Like, you could only have so many neutral cashmere sweaters that are slightly different. Like, I don't want 90 sweaters that are different colors and one has a zipper and one's a little oversized. I want a little more variety, a little more textures, a little more prints, a little, maybe some lace, something a little bit more fashion forward. So it gives me a few more options because I have the basics down now. I have the sweaters. I can only do so much more, without being wasteful. A little more variety in the fashion sense. I haven't bought any of the home, like the big home items, or the caviar or the champagne or like the big furniture items or anything like that. I'm talking about more in the fashion realm of things. So I want more spice, a little more variety there. And lastly, the size. I do want them to have more plus size options, more inclusive sizing, and more sizing for shoes as well. Like I said, there needs to be more half sizes, higher whole sizes as well. If I had my way, my wish list, and I got to talk to Quince, I'd say, here are the things that you can improve on. Okay, say it with me. We love Quince. We love Quince. I wouldn't be shopping there since 2022 if I didn't love Quince. I wouldn't be making these videos talking about Quince pieces that I love if I didn't love the brand. And I hope you could take some of this negativity that I mentioned today about the pieces that didn't work for me. And just remember, every brand has things that they get really right and some things that don't work for everyone. If there's a brand out there that can get everything right for every woman out there, it's impossible. You can't do it. If you found this video helpful, if you enjoyed it, if you think I'm completely wrong and you want to tell me why, please let me know. Write a comment below on something I might have missed or something that you don't like or something that I mentioned that you do like. And I have more Quince videos coming in the future. I do have absolute must-haves from Quince and just future hauls that I would love to share with you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was fun, a little salty too. I hope you'll stick around after this. So thanks again for joining. Till next time, bye.